the studio almost pulled the plug on the whole project because in 88, 89, whatever, it was over $40 million, and they kept asking for more and more money. As it turned out, the Bobs and the production team came back to the studio and said, give us another $1 million and we'll give you 2 films. And that's how 2 and 3 came about instead of just Paradox. And Crispin apparently was holding out for his $1 million and script approval, and I was kind of their stopgap safety thing in case it didn't work out with him. And then when he told me that he didn't give permission for the use of his likeness in my makeups, I helped him with my photos and such for him to get his settlement. But here, you know, a year practically after I finished rapping as George in 2015 and 55, I got the call to come and do one more day as 47-year-old George here. And through that window there, the neighbor was videoing everything going on, and I think I'm in that video more than I am in the movie. But nonetheless, we gathered the dressing rooms, trailers were out here, makeup and so on and so forth. The production team were out here. We were, you know, hanging out somewhat. It was a kind of a long day, but at one point during the day, you know, we all gathered out front here to take pictures. And one of the moments during this session, there was a shot where Continuity was taking a photo, and Mike said, let me see that, let me see that. It was a Polaroid, and Mike said, oh no, throw that away, because behind was it Wendy or Mark, behind Wendy, I think he was holding a Pepsi, and he had just taken a big swig and he burped, and it apparently looked like it in the Polaroid. And so he threw it away, and I said, don't throw that away, so I grabbed it.
Oh, nice.
So this Polaroid, where Mike's burping, and that he threw away, I grabbed, and then I had it blown up because I didn't really have many photos. Production kind of drugged their heels in getting me pictures and stuff. And it got blown up, and apparently somehow Wendy Jo Sperber got her hands on it. And Wendy Jo, as you know, had a cancer support center for breast cancer, and she invited Claudia and I to be guests at it, a golf tournament up in Santa Barbara. And that was the first time Claudia Wells and I got to know each other and driving up to Santa Barbara together. And at that event, you know, I got to meet Jennifer Garner and Bryan Cranston, and a lot of big, wonderful folks, some friends, Darren Norris, were there playing golf and such. And during the auction part, I noticed there was this stack of the shot that was blown up from my Polaroid. I was like, hey, how did she get her hands on this? I don't even remember getting it to Wendy Jo, but she had a stack of them that were signed by all the cast members, but no one was bidding on them. So I bid on them and I got them. And there's some of the only shots extant that Wendy Jo's autograph is on, because she's no longer with us. So I thought I'd bring this out from the archive to share with you all, because it relates to this place and that day of shooting. And that's my story.